My deaf co-workers were talking crap about me in sign language, so I turned off the lights. Keller and Bridget started at the company 3 months before me and were inseparable from day one. They were both deaf and communicated exclusively through ASL, sitting together at lunch and positioning their desks side by side. Nobody else in the office knew sign language, so they existed in their own private bubble while the rest of us used sticky notes to communicate with them. The first time I noticed something odd was during a team meeting when our manager praised Keller's project timeline. Keller smiled and wrote on her notepad, "Thank you, couldn't have done it without everyone's support." The second she put the notepad down, her hands flew up and she signed something to Bridget that made them both smirk. Something about their expressions felt off, like someone was the butt of their private joke. Over the next few weeks, I kept noticing this pattern. They'd write something nice, then immediately start signing with completely different energy. Their faces would go from nice to condescending in seconds. When our coworker brought cookies, they wrote, "So thoughtful." Then their hands moved rapidly, while Bridget made a disgusted face. When our manager announced his daughter made honor roll, they gave thumbs up, then signed something that made them laugh so hard, Keller had to cover her mouth. I was nosy by design, and the curiosity was eating away at me, so I started researching ASL tutorials online. I told myself it was about inclusion, but honestly, I just wanted to know what they were saying. I practiced every night using YouTube videos and apps. After 6 weeks, I could follow simple conversations. After 3 months, I understood most of what they signed. That's when everything changed. I was in the break room when they walked in. One of our coworkers had just finished telling us about her surgery and receiving lots of sympathy from the hyenas. But the moment she leaves and the door closes after her, Keller's hands started moving. Finally, maybe she'll stop talking about her boring medical problems. Nobody cares about her gallbladder. Bridget signed back, "I know, she acts like she's dying. It's routine surgery. So dramatic." My hand froze on the coffee pot. When I turned around, they both smiled at me warmly and waved. I waved back, my face neutral, but my stomach was churning. Over the next 2 weeks, I had a front row seat to their constant cruelty. They made fun of everyone. Our manager was an idiot who got promoted through nepotism. The new intern dressed like she shopped at thrift stores for the homeless. The guy in accounting had terrible breath and probably never learned basic hygiene. They'd write cheerful notes to people's faces, then turn away and shred them with their hands. The worst part was watching people trust them completely, believing the friendly notes while having no idea what was being said behind their backs. I thought about confronting them or telling HR, but I wasn't sure how to explain that I'd been secretly learning their language to eavesdrop. Then came the quarterly review meeting. I presented my project results to the executive team, and both Keller and Bridget were there representing their departments. When I finished, they both wrote supportive comments about strong metrics and clear communication. The executives praised my work, and I sat down feeling accomplished. The second the attention went to the next presenter, their hands started moving. I kept my eyes on my laptop, but I could see them in my peripheral vision. Keller signed, "He's so full of himself. Those numbers are inflated. Anyone could see that." Bridget replied, "Seriously, he takes credit for everything. Pretty sure Lydia did most of that work anyway." My jaw clenched, but I stayed still. They kept going. "He's such a kiss-ass with the executives. It's embarrassing to watch. No actual talent, just good at playing politics." Bridget added, "And that shirt? Does he own a mirror? Looks like he got dressed in the dark." They were both trying not to laugh, their shoulders shaking with suppressed giggles. The meeting continued for another 40 minutes, and they spent at least 20 of those minutes signing about me, how I was mediocre, how I'd probably get promoted through charm rather than skill, how I reminded them of every annoying guy from college who peaked in their fraternity. When Keller signed, honestly, this company would be better off without him. He contributes nothing except taking up space and wasting everyone's time. I actually felt things in me change. The meeting was far from over, but I didn't care. I stood up slowly, walked to the light switch by the door, and flipped it off. The conference room went pitch black.